All right, how's it going, everybody? Millennials lead the way. Um, yeah, man, we're back here with another update. Man, it's been a couple months, man, since I did last update. I think it was what December when I did my last update. So as you guys can see, man, I've still been continuing with the plan. I've been putting in about $500 every 2 weeks. So and everything's looking pretty good, man. So we'll just get this quarterly review started for the beginning of the year and see how it goes. So, I got a account portfolio or account value of 123,000. Return to dates is 21,000. Still at the premium level, and still with the balance investing plus. Um, I'm not going to do long term. I told you I've been bouncing back and forth between long term and balanced, and I'm probably just going to hang on to the balanced. To tell you the truth. Going over here, looking at the returns. Oh, actually, something I've noticed is they got rid of the. There was like a separate block that said when you first started, but it's over here now. When you hover over your name, you'll see it pop up. But just this year for the returns, I'm over $1,000 in dividends. For appreciation, about $500. No fees, and then leaving at 1,600. And then all time, I've been paid 13,000 in dividends, which is crazy, man. Especially, I haven't even been with the company for 4 years yet. So, or actually, it'll be 4 years in I want to say November, maybe. Appreciation, almost 10 grand. So that's kind of nice. And then $200, $21,000, man, is how much I've been paid. So, that was pretty exciting to see. Um, and then down here, uh, we got a lot of new changes going on with how the portfolio is actually allocated. So they got more definitions. If you are an investor, I think they did like an investor update on there about it right here. So hey, man, I highly encourage you guys to go in and understand how your portfolio is organized. Understand how the returns work. All right. Failing to do so, you're only going to set yourself up for failure, and you're going to be a sad panda. All right. If you're out here just throwing your money in one e-REIT. Okay. So let's see, dividends. You guys already know I usually do this every time. So when I first started out, and just been receiving the normal amount. Um, and then these are the two most recent ones that you guys didn't see. So in January, I received about $900, and then I just received $800. What? Maybe earlier or in the middle of this month. So it's pretty nice. Understand, this is just the dividend portion of it. I am in the balance investing plus, so the other half of that was $541. So, um, and that's just in appreciation this alone. All right, so about $1,300 really is what I got. Maybe like 1,400 is what I got when they did that update. So it was kind of nice. Um, so let's see. We'll head over here to the performance side. All right, so my chart finally populated for first quarter, and look, tell you what, man. Yeah, I feel like I have to say this every single video, just to kind of keep people in touch with reality sometimes, because I get it, new investors, we get excited, and we start to forget basic stuff. So um, the percentages. All right, some of you guys will look at these percentages, and you'll start to feel some ways because of it. All right, some of you guys will see this 1%, and you guys will say, "Well, I'm just as good as Warren Buffett. Also, I can make 8 times this amount in the stock market." All right. Well, that same person also usually has a $500 account, and they probably don't make as much. And the reason I say this is because that's usually the people I hear talking like that. All right. They don't have a lot of money, and they're relying solely on these companies like Fundrise and the stock market to do everything for them. All right. And you guys know, I tell you guys, you need to get out of debt, get your emergency fund, and increase your income. All right. I can't stress enough how important that third one is, increasing your income. All right. But 1% of chump change is chump change. All right. If you put nothing in the account, you can expect nothing back. Or if you actually start putting money in the account, okay, well, it actually starts becoming something. Same thing with the 1%. All right, 1% of chump change is still chump change. Okay, or 1% of actually something, 123. Oh, what do you know? That's somebody's rent or mortgage. So I hope that's clear for people. Probably ain't, but that's all right. And then we'll go down here to our favorite chart. All right. So, and again, up here at the top, all right, you guys will see a 6.9%. All right. And most of you guys will probably stop there. All right. You'll go in there. You'll probably look at how much that dividend's paying out. And you guys won't go past that. Okay. So, again, 6.9% of nothing is still nothing. And I'm not talking down on people that have nothing, but I just want you to be realistic about your returns. All right. And I mean, I learned this lesson when I was, 25 when I first started with the company. Here, let me show you my transactions. When I first got into Fundrise, I put $1,000 in. And at the time, I saw my account growing. I think it was like 2 cents a day. And that got me motivated because I had a lot of money in a savings account and they gave me 2 cents every month. So, basic me was like, all right, hey, if I want more money every day, then I should probably put more in the account. And that's when you see 3 days later, I started putting more in the account. All right. Now, I definitely would not copy what I just did. Do not do what I did. All right. This was back before, there were any professionals on YouTube nowadays. Nowadays, everybody's a professional, right? But this was back when, I still had debt. And as you guys can see, I didn't contribute anything else until I got out of debt. And that's when I started doing my, contributions every month, all right? So, all right, you got to put more money in, all right? So again, 6.9% of nothing is still nothing, but 6.9% of something is a little something, all right? 6.9% of $1 million is a lot of money, right? So there's something you got to keep in mind going forward, all right? Going down here to the returns, you guys can pause this if you want. Or actually, so the goal for this account for the year is I'm trying to get to 150 by December. Will I do it? I don't know. I'm only putting in 12 grand. That's all I do now. I don't do anything more or anything less. So, the rest of it would have to be made up in returns. But what's interesting is this will be the first year I'm starting out with over 100,000 in the account. So remember, I tell you guys to get to your first 100,000, so you can actually start seeing the compounding interest. All right. So I'm excited to see what this account can do. now that I'm starting with 100,000. So let's see what else I got. Oh, speaking of 100,000, uh, I put over 100,000 of my own cash in this account. All right, that's another big milestone for me. So even if I took all this money out, all right, it would, and Fundrise decided to take back everything that they paid out to me, which wouldn't really happen because I've been with the company for almost 4 years now. But even let's say they did take everything back, I still and they gave me my principal. I still got $100,000. All right. Again, so this is what I tell you guys: increase your income, focus on your principal amount. All right. Let the professionals handle the actual investing portion of it. All right. All right. So I think that's about it for this one. We'll go to portfolio, see what happens. So I got about 220 active projects, and this mainly comes from longevity, and I would say now um, my investing or my account type. So because I'm a premium investor, I would say that is why. Any other person you see with this many properties, I would say the only reason someone else would have more or equal to what I have is because they've been in, you know, before I would say 2017. All right. So I don't think there'll be anybody with more projects than this. If you just started out, I mean, you probably would get no more than like maybe 100, couple hundred, 100 and some change. So, but as far as the actual e-REITs and e-funds, um, again, I don't pick individual funds. I know there's been a couple sad pandas out there that are angry that they can't invest in individual funds, and I think Fundrise is helping you guys out by putting a limit on that. Because of our favorite dividend community, what tends to happen is, you know, most quote professionals out there will usually go into here and they will base the majority of their decision off this number right here. All right. Most people research stops at this moment right here. You don't go past it. And when I see this, it lets me know that you guys don't understand the returns and defeat the whole purpose of what Fundrise is trying to accomplish for you. So I understand that's probably going to continue to happen for quite some time, but I'm here to tell you guys, the ones that are willing to listen, that um, you need to be. You can't depend that much on a company to take you from zero to hero. All right? There's no amount of income that you can get from Fundrise with a account balance like under, at least 500,000. All right, there's nothing that you're gonna get back that is that life changing. Okay, so you're better off getting out here into the market, competing, and increasing your income. So, for example, I've been putting away 5 grand a month. Okay, if you can't get to that point, or if you're bent out of shape because Fundrise can't get you your money in time, you probably shouldn't be investing anyway, man. I'm gonna just be 100% with you, man. All right. I would just go out and try making more money and then come back and try again. All right. So I've noticed Fundrise has been increasing that minimum, right? Because there's a lot of nonsense, man, that goes on. But a lot of the new balanced e-REITs, or a lot of these are new actually, man. Like every time I look in here, there's a new one popping up, like this right here. Um, and because I let Fundrise do it, they usually put me in these new ones, which I don't have a problem with. All right, these new ones have the greatest potential for returns. All right, again, there's a blog, there's an article that Fundrise made. You can find it in the education portion of Fundrise, but the newer ones usually give the highest return. All right, and then they start to even out. So that's why you're starting to see all these old ones start to like level out. But interval fund, that's the also new one that's in here. All right, so the good majority of my cash has been going there. Another thing, man, I want to highlight is Fundrise has been getting busy, man. They've been getting busy with these new projects, man. Every time one exits, they get a new one. Exit, new one, and they're just buying up apartments, man. I believe, me personally, I believe that's the gonna be the future, man. And this is where the real money comes from. It doesn't come from these single family homes. I mean, yeah, you can get a couple if you're in like California or something. Which they bottom, but they have their strategy going where they're buying a lot of homes in that Sun Belt. So I can only imagine like 3 years or so from now, man. Like I'm gonna start seeing some wild returns. All right, but let's see what else I got. The goal. All right, so my goals we're looking at is I named it legacy, and I'm trying to hit 1 million by 2040. Well, actually, I want to do it before then because I got about 9 more years left in the military, and I'll start to receive my pension. So um, I may not work after that. So that's why I want to try to do it beforehand. I basically want to turn Fundrise into another pension, right? Because my pension's worth about 1.6 million. So I want to try to turn Wealthfront and Fundrise into two additional pensions. So, you know, I think I can get it done, especially since I'm at the point where I'm putting away 5 grand, but we'll see. This looks new down here. They show me the minimum that I have to invest to reach my goal, which is nice, man. That's actually what I wanted to see. And this actually lines up with Wealthfront's projections also. They say I only need to contribute about $600, and I'll still be on track to hit my goal target. My target amount. All right. So hypothetical account growth. All right. So just keep that in mind too. Nothing's guaranteed. Even your precious dividends are not guaranteed, right? But something I was thinking about the other day when I was looking at these returns. You know, I've been talking to a lot of people, and I'm hearing a lot of people crying about individuals going out and paying insane amounts of money for homes. Right? I'm talking about people. There's people out here going 60, 80, even $100,000 over the asking price. Like insane. And there's some of y'all went out there and actually refinanced your house. Like actually refinanced your house, man. And it blows my mind that people do that because I was thinking, I was like, there's people out here that will get excited about the bank telling you that you can pay them 2% on your mortgage every month, every year for the next 15 to 30 years. But yet there'll be people that cry over a 1%, 1.7% return. So you're happy about paying the bank 2% for the next 15 to 30 years, but you're upset about earning 1.7. All right. I don't owe this to a bank. I got paid this. All right. Some of you guys have to pay this in interest every single month. on a mortgage. All right, I got paid this money. So I just try to figure out, man, like, sometimes I wonder, am I doing something wrong? Like, am I not understanding the dynamics of the American dream? You know? And then I look down at my account value and I'm like, all right, well, it says you're going to take 30 years to pay yours off. But yet I can go out and buy one tomorrow. So how is this possible? And look, I get it. Well, 123 can't buy a house, nerd. Well, yeah, it can't buy an inflated home that a lot of y'all want to pay $100,000 over asking price for, but it can afford a pretty reasonable home where I'm from. All right, I can get a home and two cars with this amount, fully paid off. By the way, so I don't know. That's just something that I've been thinking about lately. But I think that's about it, man. I don't think I got anything else for this update. Like I said, I want to hit that $150,000 goal. Um, I think there was some more stuff I wanted to talk about, but I completely forgot, man. Every time I go to get ready to do a video, I just forget everything I wanted to talk about. But who knows? Maybe it'll come back. But for now, that's all I got. Millennials, lead the way.